Hi guys, welcome to episode 2 of the studio build in East London. We've got a few things to take and we're going down there this morning. Let's just have a look and see what we've got to do. So Jake has been busy in the workshop preparing the front part of the cladding. This is finished in satin oak and it's had 3 coats. We've also coated the backs as well. So they're going to be going on tomorrow, I think, whilst I'm plastering. We've got a few more little bits there. We've got all the van packed. We're generally going to be plasterboarding today. So I think we've got 18 sheets of standard plasterboard, which gives us 2 layers. We've got our metal sheet cladding for the rear and the sides. We've got all our plastering gear in here. So what I'm going to do is going to load up all the cladding, which is here. Which is going to be for the front section. Jacob and PJ are going to be doing that whilst I'm plastering, so that's going to get that done. So by the end of this trip, we're hoping to have the plasterboard done, the room plastered, the front cladding on, and also the cladding on the sides and the back, which is a little bit tight. So we've got quite a bit to do, but we're going to crack on. I'm going to load the van now, and I'll bring you guys back once we're a bit further on. Okay guys, we're just setting off for the job in East London. Our man PJ's just arrived, so he's getting into a hoodie from today's sponsor, which is soundshirts.com. Drop beats, not bombs. Check out the full link in the description. Use code SPE10 for 10% off. Awesome. We're just back at the studio in East London. I actually missed last week's visit because one of my family members was ill, and they're better now, so that's good. Let's have a little look inside and see what the guys got up to last week. Got the second layer of insulation in, which is actually mechanically fixed to the outer shell. They also got the inner shell in, which has got a different type of rock wool in it. They also got the subfloor in. This is obviously nice and chunky now. We don't normally put this in at this stage, but we thought just to kind of move things on because we're trying to get this done in less trips. So we're kind of trying to do the whole job in 4 trips. So the subfloor's in. Today we're going to be plasterboarding. So we're going to get all the plasterboard on the walls, 2 layers of standard plasterboard. And then tomorrow I'll be plastering the room. And the guys are going to be doing some of the cladding outside. So it's quite tight on this one, but we've got the timber cladding is going to be going on the outside. And then on the sides and the back, we've got the plastisol coated sheet metal cladding, which we've actually just left around the front for now. But yeah, so we've got our plasterboard. The guys are just getting those in now. So we'll start getting those on the ceiling. Just to mention also the first layer of plasterboard, we don't need to put too many screws in because obviously the second layer will go to town with it. So the first layer is really just to get the board on. So we'll bring you guys back once we're set up. Yeah, 120, so that'll be a full board. Full board to here, then a little bit of a board. But we'll start this end, so we end up here. Then the next board, so these will all be staggered, and then the final layer, the second layer, will go from there to there. We can get all the screws in. That's 1 layer of boards on. Yes. PJ is just marking where the fan hole is. Hole? Fan hole. And the same on the other side. We don't need to do a proper 4-inch hole at this stage to make it a bit more difficult to plaster around. So
do that motion with your hand again.
4-inch hole. Yeah, the 4-inch hole.
2-inch hole.
Let's get plasterboarding. Okay guys, that's the ceiling on. We've got 2 layers of plasterboard. Got a hole there for the fan. Got a 1.5 cable for the lights. Another hole over there for the fan. Obviously sounds a lot different in here. One of the advantages of putting the floor in first, I actually realised today, was for plastering it's going to make it a little bit easier in terms of plastering the ceiling because it's not too high up now. It just takes a bit of the edge off it. Just getting this wall on next. So we've got single board and a cut, and then we're going to go back the other way. That'll fall on some joists or some studs. We try and use up all, as we've mentioned in other videos, we try and use up all the waste. So obviously don't want to chuck this on landfill. So the offcuts we'll normally use, if we can, on the first layer, just to kind of get rid of it, because otherwise it's just a complete waste. So when we're working out the amount of boards, we work on the square meterage. I think this room's 21 boards. So hopefully that should be pretty accurate, but that includes using some of the waste. Height of this is about 208 centimeters. So yeah.
2080 mil.
2008, is that what it is? 2080 mil? Yeah? Okay, let's do it. You ready?
Slightly beneath the surface, otherwise
Keeps the plasterers happy, doesn't it?
it does, because otherwise it messes the tool up.
Bring the skimmer.
He looks like a proper plasterer, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh, we got one more board to go there. That's that one to do. We've all got single layer on. Get in there. Got a little bit to do on this wall, so some down here, some of the offcuts, and the second layer on this wall, and then obviously a little bit more to do on here. But yeah, it's pretty quick because the size of the room is 4 by 3 externally, so internally it's looking at 3.3 by 2.3. So it's quite a manageable size. It's been about 21 boards it's been. So hopefully once we've got this completed today, in the next hour or so, we'll get all the scrim tape on ready for plastering tomorrow, get all the plastering here so it's all ready, and then tomorrow morning I can just sort of blitz it through. I'll probably start off with the ceiling and 2 end walls. Yeah, so it's quite a nice manageable size. So the guys are just bringing the rest of the plasterboard in now, and then we shall see how we get on. Nearly done now, guys. Okay guys, so we're just packing up. We're bringing the rest of the plasterzole coated sheet metal in for tomorrow. Let's just have a little look around the room. So we basically got it all plasterboarded, 2 layers. This is all gone on. We've also managed to scrim tape it as well. So this is the orange scrim tape, which is a little bit more sticky, which is what I like to use. So yeah, we're sort of pretty well prepared for tomorrow now. So I'm going to get all the plastering here ready, and then first thing in the morning I'll start doing the ceiling and the 2 end walls, and then in the afternoon I'll do these 2 side walls. The guys are going to be doing the cladding at the front and the cladding at the sides, which will require taking some of the fences out. I think it's quite tight. So down there. So yeah, we're gonna start packing up now and get back to the hotel, and then obviously back in the morning about 8 AM to get this boxed off. We'll see you guys in the morning. We're off for the day, I think. Back this morning, just about to start plastering. We've got the guys around the back doing the cladding as we speak. They've had to take some of the fence panels out to get around the back. So we've got our bucket of water. We're going to be mixing pretty much a full bag. So that's kind of like, this is a 50-litre bucket of water actually, so it's a little bit bigger than normal. Also trying this mixer paddle, which is, what's the brand of this? It's pretty cheap, to be fair. I mean, when I say cheap, it's like 70 quid, so it's not like that cheap, but I've never used a mixer paddle before. I always use them on drills. This one's from Tool Station, so we'll give that a whirl. Yeah, so firstly, get this wall on, get the ceiling on, and then this wall, so get 1 coat on, get that flattened off, and then obviously get the 2nd coat on, and see how we go. So it's like a really nice day today, actually. Nice and sunny. So I think the guys are around the back. There's Jacob. Yeah, we'll crack on. that's the end wall on and the ceiling. Just throwing those on. What I'm going to do before I come to this wall, I've still got like a decent amount of plaster left. Before I do that wall, I'm just going to go around and flatten this off just really quickly. This wall is going to go off a little bit quicker because of the draft from the door, so I'm just going to leave that for a minute. What I don't want to do, because I'm not a professional plasterer, I'm not doing this day in, day out, I'm just doing it on the build. So what I need to do, I think, or what I generally do, is just flatten this off at this stage. Then once I'm doing that wall, I can take my time, and I'm not going to be worried about this going off too quick. So I'm just going to flatten that off now quickly, get that end wall on, and then get another mix on. Okay guys, so that's that end wall and the ceiling on, and this other wall, that's the first coat. I've just flattened those off. Obviously, as mentioned before, I'm not a professional plasterer, but obviously get a professional finish. But if there's anything you notice that I'm doing that I could improve on, then please put it in the comments below. One thing I like to do at this stage is just to tighten up these corners a little bit. So I've got this little tiny corner trowel, so that'll just help with the corners to get those nice and square. Other than that, I'm gonna have to clean the bucket out and get the next mix on. Sorted. That's the second mix done. Just gonna get that on now. So it's this end wall, the ceiling, and the other wall. So get those on the next 15 minutes. Let that go off a bit, and then give it a flatten off. Guys are making good progress outside, so that's good. Yeah, so hopefully get all this on before lunch, and then we can do the two end walls after lunch. Just a quick shout out to Steve Barney in Liverpool. He literally just sent me a message saying he was enjoying the channel. He'd seen quite a lot of our stuff, and you know, he really sort of liked it. So just to say thanks to Steve Barney, and he said if I'm ever in Liverpool, he will buy us a coffee. So we'll hold you to that. But Steve Barney, thanks very much. That made our day. Obviously, we've only been doing these videos by a year, but it's good to get some positive feedback, and if people are enjoying what we're doing, we try and give some information and obviously make it a little bit of a vlog about what we do day to day, and we really enjoy the work, so hopefully that comes across. But yeah, thanks to Steve, all the best. Okay guys, that's the second coat on now, all polished up. That's all done, so the two end walls and the ceiling. Just got this wall and that wall to do, so I'm going to get on with that whilst the guys are outside trying to sort the concrete base front bits, and also get the cladding on the front. Okay guys, about 3 PM, we've got this wall on, and that wall, that's the second coat. Just gonna flatten that off now, and then go through the stages of 2 wet trowels and a dry trowel. Guys are outside just finishing the cladding, you've probably seen that on the video outside. Yeah, so it's all getting there. Us done for today. Got the cladding on the outside, there's a bit of a piece missing there. We also need the corner trims on as well. We've got the coated sheet metal on the sides. That's all done, and around the back, so it's all good. And then inside, all the plastering done. It's all nice and tight with the corners. This has got a slightly bigger window, so it's 120 by 60, so we'll let a bit more light in. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Clean the floor up a bit. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.